Oh, holy good night, wonderful person. Boy, do we humans get January back asswards. We treat this very first month of this calendar year that we earthlings ascribe to, the 12-month calendar, with the energy of beating it into submission, beating ourselves into submission to try to start things over with a lot of harsh effort, when in fact the energy of January is just like that of a newborn baby. How would we treat a newborn? Whether it's a baby or a kitten or a puppy, we would treat it so tenderly, with such wonder and awe, and we would nurture it, and we would give it just what it needed. So for the power of January, this podcast is designed to bring you and all of us into a fuller understanding of what January is ushering in for each of us. And there's a few things, there's actually 6 things that January is bringing us. First, it's the sense of tender innocence. Again, I'm going to keep bringing us back to the analogy of a new baby or a new precious little life, whether it's a butterfly or an insect or a new day. This tender innocence of this new life that is looking up to us to hold it, to take care with it, to attend to it. And the energy of January, this sense of innocence, is a sense of not being jaded by the past. You can refer to the Power of December podcast to help clear up anything that might be holding you or others from moving forward. So there's no guilt, there's no shame, this innocence, this newness, this wide-eyed, ready to experience a new year is available to you and is available to all of us right now, especially when we cultivate the sense of relationship to this period of time that our higher selves have created, as well as the greater has created for us. So imagining right now holding January like a newborn baby in your arms. Would you put that newborn baby on a harsh diet? Would you bring that newborn baby to a gym and have it lift weights? Now, I'm not saying not to do those things, but I'm saying, how would you help this baby be healthy and grow? When you look into the face of that baby, would you see consternation or anger or resentments or some sort of self-shame? Oh no, you would see the fresh new delight. So in this moment, we're holding January in a way that January has always wanted to be held and to be held as a tender new start, a fresh new beginning for you and for all of us. So that's the first thing that January brings us, is this tender innocence. No attachments to the past. And then allowing us to go into the second wonderful thing that January brings us is to surrender into the arms of something greater. Whether it's the arms of the parent or the arms of a grandparent or loving family members. But imagine now holding January and knowing that this month is surrendering to our care. This month can be molded and shaped by us because it's so new, it's so fresh. And we get the opportunity to do that with such kindness and compassion, the way we would a baby. And we're seeing this incredible trusting month as so ready to allow us to take care of it as it inspires us. And what happens is then January then merges with our own being and our own consciousness. And the energy of this newborn time gives us the ability to surrender to the arms of our wise, caring, higher parent self. A third gift that January brings us is the ability to grow fast and develop quickly. If you've ever had the experience of being around a very new life for a period of time, let's say 4 weeks as a month is, or a new puppy, or whatever it might be, a new plant, it grows so fast. It develops so quickly. When a human baby is born, the sense of sight is very dim, not very clear. The ability to move limbs, the ability to interface and interact is very, very undeveloped. And within 4 weeks' time, there is monumental, natural growth and change. The baby can track and see parents, can start to move with some very beginning volition, and perhaps even smiling and responding to the faces of others. So January is bringing you in this moment the gift of rapid, quick, fast, natural development. Even the clarity of sight, the way a baby's sight starts so kind of fuzzy and just seeing colors and shapes, first black and white and then becoming more detailed. Imagine that for yourself too, that as you merge and receive the power of January, you can allow yourself to grow fast rather than forcing yourself. Especially when it comes to sight, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to allowing yourself to be able to interface with your environment in ever-growing, delightful ways. A fourth gift that January brings to us is the ability to let go of schedules. Now, that could be such an anathema, such a contrast to what we normally do with January, where we're going to get up every morning at dawn, we're going to meditate. Then we're going to have a cup of herbal tea, decaffeinated herbal tea. And then we're going to work out. And then we're going to do yoga if we haven't done yoga as part of our workout. Then we're going to eat the healthiest breakfast in this new way of eating that we've just decided. And then we're going to do whatever we do all day in the regimented form and go to bed at a normal hour and get fabulous rest, doing all the perfect things. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what kind of schedule does a newborn keep? A newborn keeps a schedule in time and in tune with the emergence naturally of their needs. So this newborn baby might not sleep through the night, and you might not be sleeping well right now, and well being your value judgment about it. You might be setting schedules for yourself and even forcing yourself to eat or not eat at times that your body is saying, oh no, we're getting used to a new way of being. You might find yourself having some crying or agitated or fearful spurts. If you've ever seen a baby go thermonuclear, which is what I call it, or go through even trying to have a good poo, it can be very full of unpleasant feelings and seeming consternation. But it's all part of the natural cycle of getting used to being in a new body, getting used to the external environment, getting used to light and dark. Wherever you are receiving this, in whatever hemisphere that January brings you, winter or summer, the first full month of each, there is an adjustment phase because it's new. And winter and summer are very intense energies. So that's something to really bring into your consciousness right now. Imagine holding January again as a baby and having this baby go through the different cycles that do not comport with what your adult self or other adult selves have all collectively agreed is the schedule you need to keep with your emotions, with your feelings, with your sleeping habits, with your eating habits. And just allow yourself to let go of the past and find and become calibrated with a natural new rhythm, getting to know how you, in this form, your soul, your incarnated spirit in this form called a body, really longs to naturally move and sleep and wake. And you might find that the pattern that eventually settles is so much more sustainable and fulfilling than ever before. Oh, thank you, precious new baby January, for this gift. And now I'm going to bring us to a fifth gift of January, is the gift of being able to devote our attention with almost complete focus on the well-being of the new life. That's where we're right church, wrong pew with New Year's resolutions and with new ways of being and joining gyms and new programs. Yes, we know that this is a time of great nurturing. Again, if you have this newborn baby, my experience with having my newborn babies, all four of them, was that I was devoted with natural attention to their well-being. It was the primary focus of my entire life, was the care, the love, and the environment of this newborn to grow. So imagine right now that you are the newborn in the energy of newborn January, and the primary focus is creating environments, people, places, things, pure, nurturing nourishment, whether it's mother's milk or formula milk, the best milk you can find, the best complement for the growing self that you are. That you get to focus in this month, regardless of what your weather is, but you get to allow the environment to support you, saying, it's time. It's time to really focus with such devotion, and again, natural devotion. The service that I felt towards my babies was not something I could have manufactured. It was instinctual from a soul level, not just a body level. The instinctual spirit and the instinctual mammal that comes with caring for new life and providing for new life. That's what you have the opportunity for yourself now. Can you see yourself as a newborn? And with all the wonder and awe of that, which leads us into the sixth gift of January, which is the wonder and awe of you. You are an infinite being having a temporary human experience. This body, this flower, this expression of your incarnated soul is a one in existence. Never before and never after will there be anyone just like you in this very moment. You are unique. You are a snowflake, a fingerprint, a miraculous, glorious, one-of-a-kind creation. And oh my, is that awesome? Is that full of awe? Perhaps even in this moment, you can let yourself imagine, which is the same infinitely creative force that made the heavens and the earth. Imagine how you were beheld as a baby. That wonder and awe was directed to you by someone or someones. And see in this moment if you can soak that in, if you can go through time and space and just give yourself the feeling of being held in someone's arms and being doted upon and having rushes and gushes of love from every bit of that older being holding you. Perhaps you can even imagine a grandparent or a parent counting your fingers and toes, touching each one of them with such delight on how this diminutive little fingernail was formed. We're going to be going into a healing portion of this, or a dedicated space to be able to perceive and receive this power, this vibrational capacity that this month that we pass every year brings to us, and brings to you specifically right now as radiant gifts, like the gold and frankincense and myrrh of biblical proportions, really, for you. So taking a deep breath into yourself, letting your belly go out 360 degrees, imagining what really happens is that the rib cage opens up like blinds on our inhale and contracts like blinds or like gills, connecting into our amphibian ancestry. But as you breathe in and out, your body expands and then contracts to let go of the air, and this motion, this dance, automatically aligns your whole body system with natural, vibrant health. And as every organ system, every energetic system, every cell, every atom is just shifting in alignment and in harmony with every other part of your being, with your conscious attention to your precious and all-powerful breath. Let your body relax. Let your jaw relax. Even move it if you need to. Let your shoulders roll. Let your neck roll with your shoulders. Let your spine twist. Spine and all the nervous system energies that come out from that spinal cord is an information highway, a messenger system for you. So when you do those twists, making your spine resemble a spiral staircase, you are opening up the communication channels with every bit of your being. Make sure your pelvic floor is relaxed. Relax your buttocks. Let your legs be relaxed. Let your toes be soft. And if you're sitting, let your hands be up with your fingers like antennae in a receptive pose. And in this receptive state of being, you're ready to take a daring dive, a natural, flowing movement, head first, willingness leading the way into the timeless, eternal now. And let yourself dive, drop, float deep into a space that has always existed, always exists within you, and will always exist. There is nothing that can prevent you from resting in your true nature if you just let yourself go into it. This space has been created for you, for your best, highest, healthiest, happiest, experience of being you. And in this eternal now, oh, it's spacious and it's so light-filled. Let yourself rest. Maybe you're by a stream or an ocean or a big white fluffy bed. But find a place that you can instantly conjure up in this benevolent, amazing landscape of forever. And then letting yourself breathe in the scents, the smells, the touches, the tastes, the experiences that you are imagining and creating instantaneously with your divine power of your soul. And wherever you are, there's going to be a movie screen that pops up. And this is going to be a movie, it's going to be snippets of your newborn, your first 4 weeks of life. And don't immediately attach any negative circumstances of what you've heard or been told about that. Because if you're listening in this moment in time, you were loved, you were cared for, you were doted on by someone, if not many someones. So let yourself be held now in this vision on the screen of some person looking at you and picking you up with such gentleness into their arms and reveling in your arrival into their life and onto the planet. Can you feel that just surrendering into the arms of being picked up? Can you sense the warmth of their body and the heartbeat? And the vibrations that are coming from their mouth that sound so much like soothing music. Can you feel the kisses as their lips and cheeks rub against yours? Perhaps they're singing songs to you. I loved singing this song to my children. So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow, and now I know, the key to heaven is mine. Imagine someone singing that to you, fully in love. In this moment, it is true. You were, you are, and you will always be unconditionally loved at the truest level of existence. And then perhaps you can let yourself imagine, as you're seeing this on the screen, how many instances you had in those first 4 weeks of your life where you were just the subject of delight, of caring, of wonder, of awe, of praise, of welcoming. And let yourself in this moment, as you see this parade of beings of this world and of the spirit realm, which you were very able to see then, surrounding you with exactly what you needed for this lifetime and exactly what you needed to bring yourself to this moment in time. to rebirth yourself in the power of January, in the nurturing, tender, fresh, innocent, fast developing, scheduleless, nurturing, amazing time. And now something amazing is going to happen. You're going to be able to reach up to that movie screen that is showing the experiences of all the love that has surrounded you your whole life, but specifically in your very new incarnation. You're going to be able to reach in and take your newborn form into your arms. I'm sure you've seen pictures of yourself. And now hold yourself in your arms. You might want to trace that little nose of yours or ears. Even rub noses if you want to. Bringing yourself up to your chest. Breathing in and smelling that delicious newborn smell. And rededicating yourself. Recommitting yourself with the immense consciousness and awareness and flooding support from the heavens and the earth to you in this moment, to be able to care for your being and your life with utmost devotion, with compassion, with lightness, and with real perspective of how much you matter. And you can imagine that you are delighting in this. This newborn you is looking into your eyes, and you're looking into your eyes. And you're making conscious promises to be easier and more natural, to seek that which is going to help you and all of humanity and all of existence grow in the most nurturing, whole, deeply longed for ways. You can bring that tender face of that baby, that newborn you, up to your face and whisper in the ear your name and that you love you. Cindy, I love you. And then let yourself merge into this energy. Merge into that love. Placing that baby now back into the screen, into the arms of the loving people that did care for you with all of the best that they could possibly muster. But now your timeline and everyone that you interface with, especially in that first month, are being revitalized and expanded and healed and softened and strengthened. You are literally rewriting the past with more consciousness and awareness. And then taking that screen, compressing it into a very small form that then turns into a ball of pure light that you can then bring to your heart center in the center of your chest for pure nurturing, integration, and merging with your adult self. And letting yourself breathe into whatever feelings you're feeling. And knowing that you now have infused from the originating level of your lifetime the kind of support that is going to bring you in every moment of the rest of your life and also going to bring everyone that you interface with, including everyone and everything on this planet, a renewed sense of true caring, true compassion, true nurturing, true love, and lasting, vibrant health, happiness, prosperity, well-being, and so much more. January has brought you your birthright to be cared for with tenderness, with devotion, with fresh perspective, and with delight and wonder. These aspects are now fully integrated into your being, into your consciousness, and pulsate out from you in every direction, enriching every bit of creation. And then coming back to your breath, taking a deep breath in and out into the dignity, into the wholeness, into the perspective of being an incarnated soul having a human experience and allowing the power of January to bring you into a new year in the best way you've ever experienced. Let this be your foundation. Let there be laughter. Let there be lightness. Let there be dissolution of old rigid laws and guidelines. And let there be peace on earth. And let it begin with you. Love and blessings, dear wonderful person. It's been a pleasure to take this journey with you to the precious little new you. Oh my, would I kiss that face all up. And so I'll end with another song that I loved singing to my little ones. Again, these are Disney songs. The first one was from Cinderella. This one's from Sleeping Beauty. I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you, the gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam. And I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. For if I know you, I'd know what to do. I'd love you at once, the way I did once upon a dream. Thank you, dear ones. Thanks for accepting my singing like a newborn would, hopefully without much judgment, but it's so heartfelt. We are one. We are connected heart to heart. We live and breathe together, and I am with you, supporting you and encouraging you and delighting in you in this very moment, in the eternal now, in the fleeting now, and forever and ever. Mwah.